Hey, chat. Boomer, mid-range, and historic. We've got Liliana the Vale, which means we have given up the Wellspring that we had previously played, but because we're giving up Wellspring, means we get access to Sheoldred and Chandra as well here. A-Minsc and Boo seems like a sweet top-end card, and then we've got Riveteers Charm for a little bit of utility on our green splash as well, but core red-black deck, you know, discard spells, Bonecrusher, Fable, the Mirror Breaker, hard to kind of beat this this core. Let's go ahead and pop on into some matches of Historic with this morning and see how it goes. He says, before loading up, realizing that Witch's Vengeance is not in his sideboard. Let's fix the lack of Witch's Vengeances in my sideboard really quick here. Hold please. I think I want 3 of those. All right, let's do it. I feel the need to complain about it here while I'm live on Twitch too, chap. I had what was quite possibly the most Magic player comment I've ever had left on one of my MOBA videos this morning. Someone was upset and they told me I was toxic for shot calling the match I was playing on comms because it was rude to boss my teammates around. And I was just like, gamers really will do, say, and think anything other than improving at what they're doing. It's just big. Just big. Well, yeah, because if you think if your teammates are, you should know that your teammates know what's going on, and everybody should just telepathically understand. Those are Magic cards. Raptor, right? Because I don't want him to go Raptor into Ripjaw. Am I playing a Tarmogoyf here? If I play a Tarmogoyf, it is a 3/4 currently. I think I want to wait until this doesn't die to Reckless Rage. And imagine playing Kira the Orphan Guard in the way it was intended to be played, chat. It's so weird. A few dollars closer to your $1,000 proxies. I think the best part is, and this happens in a lot of places online, in their comment where they told me I was toxic for my behavior, which was shot calling my match, they told me they just like left a string of insults in their comment too. And it's just like, do we not, are we missing, like, are we missing the connection here? Like, what's the deal? I think I'm just treating these off. Oh, I didn't have instant in the yard. Yeah, you're right. You're right. In my brain, Reckless Rage and Inquisition were the same, but you're correct. I could have Tarmogoyfed. guess it's that one. So I think I take the Reckless Rage plus 4/4 trade here. This thing tramples too, dude. What on, Dude Light? Thanks for the 45 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Honestly, with nothing to really copy and cite with the Reflection, if they offer the trade here on the Orphan Guard, I think I'm going to take it. Keeping the board smaller makes our Liliana the Vale better. We're going to take 6 from this Shifting Ceratops, though. That's probably lethal. Bill's dead here. Well, we put Witch's Vengeance in our sideboard chat, but it's not particularly useful into very large dinos. I've got a couple of extra removal spells here, but not a lot that's great for us. I wonder if Ray of Enfeeblement is good, just by virtue of Sheoldred's good because it's a large Death Touch body. This might be good just as a combat trick, honestly. Bonecrusher doesn't really kill any of their stuff. Give them a couple of discard spells just so we don't flood on them. I think breaking up their curve with discard spells is probably fine in spots. I think these are better than Bonecrusher. Could go either way though. Fine. We tap land on one. Let me get one more card drawing before we Thoughtseize. Their threat density is much worse this game. Discarding the Abrade, right? That one I have Leon's Sheoldred teed up for next turn.
Fight, and you think you can win?
Having Liliana on 4 so she can go down twice in a row is pretty solid. Liliana lines up real well into Raptor Hatchling.
I've always hated crowds.
I feel like that's the #1 sign of a poorly managed company, Drax, is like when your people aren't able to take the time off when they need it. Like your bus factor is way too low if you can't afford to give people their PTO when they request it. Yeah, keeping the backup Sheoldred for now. Maybe not. It's close.
Outsmarting me.
I probably can't kill this if I keep Ray of Enfeeblement up. Staycations are great, Drex. It's like, be home, get caught up on everything, just do the things you really want to do. Quality Thoughtseize shit.
Sacrifices must be made.
And like, they can kill Liliana with the Den of the Bugbear here, but that's fine. Sheoldred kills them. Yeah, exactly that, Toastmaster. Unless you're like, everybody suddenly requested the exact same time off, like normally your company's 2 or 3 deep on a role or an assignment. Like that, that's understandable. Like if you're the only one requesting a specific time off and they're just like, nah, you just like, I'd be like, get out of here. Peace. All right, let's see if we can win one on the draw here. They really went wide around us in the first game. Honestly, I can't think of a more Jund start than loading up with a deck like this and then losing our first match to an off-meta deck like Dinos. It's big Jund energy. The most Jund thing we do all morning if we lose this match. Just push that one off a cliff. Yeah, you gotta be real careful with that kind of stuff. Okay, now this is a 3-4 with an instant in the bin, so I don't really want to play it into Reckless Rage. I think I'm just Fatal pushing the Raptoring in here, though, because I really don't want them to play a 5-drop next turn. Missing our land drop. What's PTO? It's something people in first world countries have on occasion. Okay, so Goyf is a 4/5 now. We're going to 11 from this attack. Then if they draw an untapped land next turn, we're probably dead. Hey, thanks for the 44 months, Gindy. Welcome back. I also assumed that question was sarcastic or rhetorical. But, you know, on the off chance. Okay, well, we have not big, not dead yet energy. Unfortunately, we're on the zero order when they play. The Ceratops out, right? That's a neat psychological perspective, Hyde. There's been studies that show that companies that give unlimited PTO have people take less of it because they feel bad for taking advantage of the company, or managers give grief when you take a lot of time off. So it's actually a psychological thing to offer unlimited because you just expect people to take less of it when, yeah, that's kind of messed up. That's some peak, that's like, whatever, the type of abusive psychology free-to-play games offer, it's like applying that to people's jobs. It's like when a company has a bunch of fun stuff at their office, right? Their goal is to make it so you never leave the office, so you're around and available. Yeah, always question why you're offered the perks you are. It's a pretty good mindset to have. It's also more cost-effective to offer limited PTO since they don't have to pay it out when people retire. Yeah, that's true too. When I worked at corporate office 9268, I would remember when people would retire, their last day of work would always be like, you know, 3 months before when they stopped getting their regular paycheck because they'd pay out their PTO at the end. Company that I did work with moved from limited to unlimited, and their annual vacation salary payouts dropped 30%. PTO for people that live in not the United States is paid time off. What country is that? You have to take 4 weeks off a year or you conflict with labor laws? That sounds magical and made up. That can't be real. That sounds like socialism, chat. Switzerland. God, America is such a shitty country, chat. It's so...
When I win.
When Christy was pregnant with Haley,
Sacrifices must be made.
it was really easy to learn who worked in what countries in chat, because when I said Christy gets 6 weeks of paid time off, people that live in the United States were like, wow, you get 6 weeks of paid time off for maternity leave with her company. And people that live in real first world countries were like, wow, that's so sad. You only get 6 weeks of maternity leave. Step on Lily in response to her plus here.
Knew this was a waste. Drop it.
Sweden also has mandatory 4 weeks vacation during the summer, and I have 7 weeks total vacation. Seems pretty good. That is the number one downside to this job, which I generally like. It has a lot of upsides, is the lack of any form of paid time off. In fact, chat, if you've ever wondered what being a streamer is like, the best way I can sum up being a streamer is watching your sub count drop, you know, 5 to 10% over the weekend if you take 2 days off, and then wondering if those numbers will come back or if they're just gone for good. And sometimes they come back, and sometimes they're gone for good. You know, it's just how the wind blows. High variance income. Don't worry, Jeff, I'll be here. Chumos is our 84-month subject. 85 months? I'm pretty sure it's 85. Yeah. Gosh, we're old. I think I want the Tarmogoyf. I'm gonna decline here. Dies, return target land from your graveyard to your hand. Sure. No utility lands in there. Yeah, but like all the companies in the United States also do gig economy nonsense too, so like, you know. Super punished for trading off my 2-2.
And you think you can win? Off you go.
Is there a way to work ahead before time off, like make YouTube content or something? Yeah, I mean, that works for YouTubers. It doesn't work for Twitch streamers. Especially with the way Twitch Prime subs work. Generally speaking, people just like use their Prime sub when it's up for whoever there's watching. So like if I take a bit of time off, like I had 2 week breaks over the summer for London and for a family trip, and like my paid sub stayed just about the same with those times off, but like my Prime sub saw sizable dips. Because people just have like short attention spans and like, oh, my Prime is up, Jeff's not streaming, they're watching someone else instead, so they drop it off somewhere else. I raised my kid in 6 weeks. What's holding you back? Bootstraps too far down to pull up. Can't you restream old content? I mean, yeah, you can, but it just doesn't have the same engagement or whatever level. It doesn't result in the same thing happening. And for what it's worth, chat, my mental's in a pretty good state. I live a pretty healthy and balanced life. I view the job that I have here as every day is kind of an unexpected thing. I never expected streaming on the internet to be a job. And every day that it is a job, that's great. And if someday it stops making a job income, I'll just stop streaming like it's a job and I'll go back to whatever normal people do to make money. We'll figure it out. I can't be bothered to drop off a Prime sub tier 3 all the way. Thank you for your generosity, Boston. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out for over 3 years. Opponent. I think there's Siege Rhinos in my opponent's Abzan deck, chat. Probably not, right? They're Greasefang. They're a little greasy. What normal people do to make money watching you and pretend to work? Yeah, probably. When I had my corporate gig before this, I didn't work a whole lot. But they were very happy with the work that I did, so that's all that counted. Ginger Avenger, thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back. I'll never forget when I gave notice at the job that I had before I quit working full-time to do more content and stay-at-home dad stuff. They offered me a 20% raise on the spot when I told them I was quitting, which, as someone who's not an idiot, my brain immediately went to, man, fuck you guys. You could have been paying me 20% more this entire time. What's going on, Locktweed? Thanks for some gifts.
Fine.
Happy Tuesday. Good morning. I think our opponent has unfortunately DC'd. That's sad. I wanted to play a game. Hey, Zimbot. Thanks for the quarter of a year. Miles is sweet. In Snap, it looks like. We're going to brew with that card some more tonight. Can you copy Hive for 2 graveyard hits? So, if you copy Hive, it enters as a tapped land that's not a creature, which is not great. So, you can copy Hive with the Eye Tyrant, but you won't be pleased with the results. Low chi. Low chi. Low chi. I'm going to say that. I'm definitely going to forget that again at some point in the future. Remind me again. I made a command for the $1,000 boosters, and now I forgot what the command was, so rip. What's going on, Spaceman Martian? So 32 months, welcome back. Good for you too, Breno. After watching your Unite tier list, I'm putting 500 bits, and the Decidui should be at least C tier fund. Current balance of said fund, 500 bits. Oh, Decidui. I love Decidui for what it's worth, Boston. I really like playing that characters in duos and 5 stacks. It's just so bad in solos. So, chat, stop acting like Wizards of the Coast is unreasonable, okay? It's not $1,000 for 1 booster pack. It's $1,000 for 4 booster packs. You should be so excited at how benevolent they are and how much cardboard you're getting for your money. It's $1,000 for a box of boosters, technically. That's true. An entire box of booster packs. Someone else said it earlier, but it's been fun to see just like the WotC corporate products just go full mask off. We're just like, this is gambling, case closed, not close. Please give us your money for lottery tickets. Oh yeah, I'm not joking, chat. $1,000 for 4 booster packs. Can we joke about something as serious as this? What cards are possible? None of them are tournament legal. They are all proxies. Yes, well, chat, they're booster packs. Of course they're random cards. You wanted not random cards? Why, they wouldn't be booster packs if the cards weren't random, chat. What What do you think this is? Oh, I should have discarded a land to make Goyf bigger. I'm gonna kill a Scurry Oak, Chip. The Scurry Oak is scurry.
I knew you needed my help. Burn!
What's going on, Dine? Thank you for the entire year. Glad you're enjoying the YouTube stuff. Appreciate you keeping me around.
Yup, you're going down.
I'm yelling timber, do 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 do, do do do, do 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 do. Voice of the Blessed is problematic. We need to find an answer to some of their stuff here.
Today's my lucky day.
So I could Minsk. I could Minsk, sacrifice Goyf, kill Scurry Oak. I could also Minsk, sacrifice Sheoldred, kill Voice. We could also Minsk, sacrifice the hamster, kill Luminous Phantom. I think that's the line, actually. Lets us draw a card, too.
Distractions. Let's make this fun. We all have things we'd rather forget.
Hey, describe bottom. We have some friends in play chat, and they are super. Thanks for asking. Okay, Jund Charm is good. That lets us kill the Scurry Oak, which means we're no longer in danger of getting comboed. Yeah, put it back in it when they lose their combo out. Makes a lot of sense. Ray of Enfeeblement, Noxious Grasp, Trophy, Abrade. I think it's definitely just an all Doomblades on deck matchup. I think Thoughtseize has come out here. I just want more cards that play to the board. Let's just leave a couple of Inquisitions in. Do I like any of these cards in our sideboard more than Inquisition? I don't think so. I don't think I want a third copy of Sheoldred or Minsk here. Is Witch's Vengeance good? Probably not. I have a lot of different creature types. Spending 3 mana for murder is not great. Why kill Scurry Oak when you could draw 3 cards and maybe kill Scurry Oak? There could be anything on the top of my deck. Even a removal spell. Definitely a Thalia out angle, as I'm potentially stuck on 2 lands here. A Steam Deck's a neat piece of hardware, but I'm also like a Linux fanboy, so I'm probably a little biased in that opinion. Like to kill all of their things, please. All right, so if we hit a land next turn, we could, in theory, play A-Minsc and Boo. Going on, don't laugh. Was there an arena event this past weekend? I genuinely don't know offhand. Oh yeah, there was a not Pro Tour thing, right? I don't remember if that was this weekend or the weekend before, though. Goyf's only at 2-3. I'm gonna chill on my treasure token for now. Hey, HM's the king. Thanks for the 16 months. Good morning, good morning. Just step on, Tiny Dancer here. Keep the board clean. They're getting priority, but they get lifelink, I assume, is the reason why. Wow, chat, we've drawn as many Bonecrushers as we have total lands. Shuffler's as rigged as the earth is flat. Wake up, sheeple, the truth is out there. No, I don't have any official merch stuff up anywhere, Tumos, at this point. The vendors changed some things at various points. I didn't go through to find new ones. Only ever sold a handful of things anyways. Might get things set up with the H crest logo at some point, like we have in the corner of the stream. I like that one. S-tier did a good job with it. Making fun of flat earthers became more depressing over time when you realized that flat earthers was a direct pipeline to QAnon, and things became more depressing. Oof size large, chat. Oof size large. Are we dead? I think we're dead, right? And I guess we do this to let them draw a card and edict them, and maybe we draw a removal spell next turn, but feeling like this game is over.
Nobody knows Dominaria. One of your friends has to leave.
Oh, they have Blessing too. Yeah, we're super good. We're just gonna hold Blessing up forever. Okay, so Chandra and A-Minsc are out. Honestly, our deck should be kind of okay here. Our draw. We just mulligan to 5 that game, right? Sheoldred is not only a way to close the game out, but she's also a Death Toucher that can trade in combat too. God bless BG. Is Liliana worse with the incidental 1/1s they make? I don't think so. Because, like, if we kill their stuff, they're not making incidental 1/1s, right? So I think she's good. If I'm trimming my top end, I could probably cut a land, right? Famous last words. An ongoing Thran. It's for 13 months. Nah, I think we deal with Lurish just by sending a Doomblade at it. Bottom the Sheoldred here, keep our disruption. Since it's free, do you recommend slotting it in? And it actually isn't free, right? Like Assassin's Trophies and what's it called? If you want to go down to 1 basic to slot it in, you can. I do think there's value in having 2 basics in decks like that. Honestly, I think getting up to as high as 3 basics in decks in Historic and Explorer is probably ideal. Hey, McNux, thanks for hanging out for almost 2.5 years. Welcome back. Or 3.5 years. Math, early. Oh no, please, please, for the love of God, do not put Mishra's Bauble into Historic. Well, wait, maybe if they put Mishra's Bauble into Historic, that'll finally get Lurish balance adjusted. I mean, that would be good. I think Lurish should just not could have its companion text removed.
You're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
I think if that finally got Lurish balance, I'd be fine with that. I mean, like, I assume they knew that rule spell was coming, right? Because, like, I wasn't pushing the Liliana up. Like, Doomblade. Doomblade's one of the only things I'm not pushing Liliana up for there.
Don't overthink things.
Alright, remember, chat, this is the easy game. This is the game where we were on the play. Game 3 on the draw will be difficult. Want the Abrade on the draw. Doomblades we have in our board that we haven't boarded in yet. Two discard spells, two removal spells, two lands. It's a sneaker keeper. Junda's gonna get you. Kill your threat. Do do do. Be do 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 do. Be do 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 do. Show me all secrets. I'm gonna raid this and then play a tapped land here. There's a chance they draw Luris this turn, so Thoughtseizing after they draw Luris has value. Obviously, if this card that they already had, not the one they drew for the turn, was another 2-mana creature, I'm gonna be sad I didn't Thoughtseize, but yeah, I think the upside of waiting for a Luris to go to hand here is high. Our card churn going. Why not the tap land last turn? Because it doesn't matter. Because the other land I played was a fast land, so it was going to I was gonna end up with a tap land on 4 regardless of how I sequence my mana there. My line is like technically marginally more optimal because it bluffs something, but in the grand scheme of things, it's mostly a wash. All right, we're done here. Turns out Jund's still good against Bogles, chat. Well, so Liliana is actually less good against this historic version of Bogles than it is against, like, modern Bogles, historically speaking. Because, like, modern Bogles was a deck that, like, hid behind Hexproof stuff. So normally, I try and do 2 decks in the morning. Would anybody be upset if we just, like, played Jund for 3 hours today? It might be a just play Jund for 3 hours kind of morning. We'll see how we're feeling an hour from now, but if we're still feeling good about it an hour from now, it might just be a chillin' Jund. I've heard worse ideas, yep. Birds. Might be dead here. Never mind, JK, they have nothing. What an easy game. Wow, main deck Spell Pierce. It's kind of surprising. Hey, cousin Vin. Thanks for the almost 5 years. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. What's going on, Dom? Thanks, Dark Knight Rises. For what it's worth, too, whenever people point out that I'm talking through what I'm doing while I do it, that's just me saying out loud what goes through my head as I'm making decisions in a game. One of my best pieces of advice for newer players is you should try and emulate what I do, the way I talk about what I'm doing and why, at home in your empty room, or in your room full of family members. They think you're weird, but getting yourself to articulate and think through why or what could be possible is how you get better and reflective. You work through those permutations on what could be happening or why. It is very toxic to myself the way I talk about it. It does. Very, very toxic. Toxicity levels off the charts. Alright, so this is a Liliana Edict Your Crackling Drake Angle.
No more distractions. Let's make this.
And then I think this is a plus for mana cast a 4/3.
You're going down.
I'm yelling timber, do 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 do, do do do. Happy Wizards managed to piss off the Minnows at Whales Day. Listen, Beetle. It doesn't matter if the whales are mad, okay? Wizards of the Coast has moved on past whales, chat. There's Kraken in the deep sea, and we're going hunting for 'em. Oh, ye tiny whales think you are the kings of the deep. There be Kraken out there in them waters. Chat, $1,000 for 4 booster packs is not a whale product. It's a Kraken product. And by Kraken product, I mean you can hear people's wallets cracking as they break out the credit cards and shell out for it. That's a money laundering product right there. Oh no, not the birds. All right, we're dead. Okay, I got 4 pieces of graveyard hate, chat. I have a plan. Discard spells. Liliana are not great here. Oh, Sheoldred's kind of hilarious here, huh? She doesn't die to Unholy Heat, Fist Pump, and she drains them when they draw cards. Okay, chat. I'm only gonna serve this up to you once. So get your clips ready. You want a searing take, chat? Here's a searing take you can clip and torch me with later because people are gonna be mad about it, I'm sure. $1,000 for 4 booster packs on a product that will probably sell out on its limited print run isn't a big deal, and it's fine. And if a product like that you could just ignore makes you mad, maybe you need to be reflective on why it makes you mad. You can't just ignore it. Your inability to ignore an optional product that doesn't impact tournament play at all, just because it's like got a high price tag, is like, that's a you problem, it's not a Wizards problem. We can sit here and it's fine to sit and chuckle about like, yeah, there's gonna be collectors that get it, and I don't understand having that much money or wanting to spend that much money on it. But like, you know, I spent $200 opening anime characters in the last 2 months in Genshin Impact. People are gonna tell me that that's stupid, and they would never spend their money doing that, and they're entitled to do that. Say that too, chat. But me spending $200 opening anime characters didn't hurt anybody else. And I had a $200 budget for my entertainment budget over the last 2 months to spend some money on a thing, and that was fine. I got enjoyment out of it, and it didn't hurt anybody. I don't know, chat. If the $1,000 for 4 booster packs sell out, the conclusion is probably that they priced them too low. Yeah, that's fair. Most of the $200 I spent wasn't even on getting new anime characters. It was getting constellations for the ones I already had. That's actually an accurate and fair distinction. If they sell out, yeah, that's true. When they sell out is probably more accurate. $200 is solid dolphin territory for Genshin, I think. Silence. It's definitely not a whale, and it's like magnitudes off of being a Kraken, but that's dolphin money. Minnows are anybody that buy the minimum amount. So like the $5 30-day thing or like the battle pass, those are minnows. That's a free-to-play person called Chubb, something like that. I think I'm pushing and holding up Charm here. We might draw cards with Chum, depending on what they do. Remember when you paid to own a game and that was that? I actually, and especially true for anybody sitting here watching Magic, live service games are just fundamentally different from you buy a game once and you own it. You know, like Genshin Impact is an open world RPG in the same vein as Witcher and Breath of the Wild, but it's going to continue to get new content in it, right? Like, I'm going to have new quests and story in Genshin a year, 2, 3, probably 4, 5 years from now, too. And I personally enjoy the live service model more than you're just in and done, right? And it's fine to prefer the one and done games, but I'm definitely not alone in enjoying the live service structure. Yeah, and honestly, HJ, it's just another evolution of that, right? Like when games were quarter eaters, and then we transitioned to something else, and now the live service transition is a different transition again. If you want, and this is, maybe this qualifies as a hot take. I actually really don't mind microtransactions and don't think microtransactions are inherently bad, so much as the predatory and psychologically abusive ways in which microtransactions are leveraged tend to be the average case scenario. I think the idea of you only have to buy the parts of the game you actually want or care about, I think that's actually fine and good. The problem with the way microtransactions are implemented in most modern games is that they're psychologically abusive and try to trick people into spending money they shouldn't be spending. So I can acknowledge the fact that, like, I have better than average impulse control. So a lot of those psychological things don't really bother me or impact me personally, and still understand that they're still bad for a lot of people in general. Yeah, I don't think the piecemeal you buy the content you want is bad so much as, like, obviously the way it's leveraged is abusive. Which is not ideal. I think we prioritize taking things we don't want them to get back with Finale, right? So we'll start with Expressive Iteration on Exile here.
Whatever. Figure it out on your own.
That was a Niv Mizzet in their yard, yeah. Any reason for not casting A-Minsc to clear the Chandra? Because they shocked in the land, and they had an Unholy Heat. And so A-Minsc wouldn't have cleared it. I'm gonna shock this in because they showed a Spell Pierce in game 1. It also lets me hold up Assassin's Trophy. They didn't have Delirium until the Walker died, Beansy.
Let's do this.
I don't know. And I've rambled about this when it comes to video game monetization before.
Don't you hate that
But, like,
hair smell?
the idea of, like, paying for progress in RPG style games isn't really something new, so I don't really see a problem with it. Like, buying items and stuff for actual money goes back as far as third-party auction houses in Diablo 2 2 decades ago. Like, when I was 13 or 14 years old, I was grinding items in Diablo 2 to sell for real money to people that had more money than time. Like, all these other modern games do where you spend them out of loot boxes is, like, cut out the middleman. So in the grand scheme of things, I personally don't see it as a big deal. I bought horse armor on Xbox 360. This is my fault. Well, at least you know. Sure. Deal. God bless the Unholy Heat nerf, Chip. Let's get that one out of there. So this token is legendary, so I can't copy it with reflection, but we can throw it at Dragon Rage Chandler and can trip it.
Now let us fight! Our aim is perfect.
Can't quite Fatal Push that one. We can Fatal Push their creature land when they fire it up, though. I have so many cards in their bin. They must have boarded out the Phoenixes, right? Just like expecting graveyard hate? Either that or they're really unlucky. I think I take this trade, and then we Fatal Push this. And then I think this is a draw 3 cards, looking for one of our 4 pieces of graveyard hate. Alright, so we're dead. Oh my god, it's my second spell, so Ledger Shredder gets bigger. Oof. Oh, they didn't do it. Alright.
He will never rinse because it's too tiny.
Hey, thanks for the quarter of a year, Wilker. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Eagles. I do not know which sports those ball. I left the hamster back this past turn because I wanted to block Den of the Bugbear. I believe we have died, chat. I believe we have died. Maybe the Crackling Drake doesn't kill us and we get him on the backswing. Copium. Oh, we're dead to the Nymph, is it right? Because the Ox comes back up. Alright, fair mid-range, still not good into Phoenix. Their Unholy Heat's being nerfed almost got us there, but not quite. Ox of Agda is really impressive for the opponent that game. Letting them power through. A lot of extra cards to see there. You know what I always like to draw after my opponent goes basic mountain red aggro card? Second Thoughtseize. It's always right at the top of my list. Ow! Alright, hopefully they only have 1/2 drop. Take their card draw here. I think we're just not casting this. We're going to be discarding it to Liliana the Vale, right? I think I need to Thoughtseize here to make my Goyf be bigger, right? There's a chance they just, like, burn us for 5 in response, then I look at a land, but... well... burn for 2 in response, then I looked at a land. This is a 2/3 now, though, at least. I'm at a virtual 4 here.
Without the sun, I'll light your way. So I'm a little hot-headed. So what?
I think we're dead here. Not having fetch lands for Tarmogoyf kind of sucks. I don't think I can fit Fabled Passage into this mana base reasonably, unfortunately. Definitely a Sheoldred matchup. Skin Boo is assuredly too slow. Could have Cleave. This also picks Sheoldred back up after they kill them. Yeah, with all the utility lands they had in play, even if I figure out the answer to their board, they're still just like gonna kill us with these. I have cycling lands. It's just like slow and clunky, right? Like your Goyf just isn't a 4/5 fast enough is the problem. Put this into play tapped. We get to Fatal Push, whatever their 2-drop is here. And then follow up with something. They don't have a 2-drop. That's so good for us. I have a Stomp here. Smells like Stomp. Not going to play my Goyf into it. Electrostatic Blast. Same difference. mean, they just, like, never beat Sheoldred's here, right? Okay, first one down. Well, Impact's a hell of a card.
A fight? And you think you can win? Haven't you ever heard of personal space? A delay, nothing more.
556. There are many like it, but this one is mine. It's a little slow on the draw. It really needs to find a removal spell for the second turn, but like, if we find a removal spell for the second turn, it's so good. And like, maybe Inquisition breaks their curve up to give us some breathing room. Turn 1 Soul Guide Lantern is great for us. Wow, their hand is really bad. Is this a spell? I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. So Fable will eat the Strangle. I think I'd rather Liliana here and just chew their hand up.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. You won't be outsmarting me. Don't overthink things.
Not blocking their 2/2 with Sheoldred because I don't want to really trade it for the 2/2 plus the Strangle. I want her to hang out and gain some life for us. They can finish Liliana with the Strangle, but that's fine. I don't really want to discard other cards in my hand next turn anyways. Then they lose their deal 3, so Sheoldred can likely chill for a while.
Fun when they hit back.
2 mana spells, nice pickup here, because we can play Goyf and then also hold this up. They have 3 card types in their graveyard, so even if they Soul Guide Lantern me, this is going to stay at 3/4, which is great. Just going to start attacking and get this game over with. Thanks for the 33 months, Pips. At some point, I will have blocked them all, right? Surely we must run out of them eventually. Bottom the Stomping Ground here, so we have an untapped land that doesn't hurt us. I think something similar to the snap mechanic would make most card games better, Grimgleb. It eliminates so much garbage time too, with the internal raising mechanic. It's just such a good core mechanic. It's really one of the just most innovative things about that game. I'm looking forward to them implementing their heads up 10 life mode, where you play for cubes in a heads up setting. That sounds awesome. Far off a Riveteers Charm doing anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and churn that for now. Kabooey, thanks for 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. I don't think the crossovers are inherently good or bad. It's just different. I think the thing that surprised me the most about all the crossovers is finding out how many people are super invested in Magic's actual lore. I've never found Magic's lore particularly compelling personally, so like, them mixing in other IPs, I didn't really care, because it's just like, whatever, they're just game pieces. Yes, lots of people are bad at heads-up poker glitch. That is definitely true. They discarded 2 Mystical Disputes, and they don't have double blue up, so hopefully she resolves here.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. I'm tired of your secrets. drop it.
I think it's worth trading my trick. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Oh, my brain is bad. Oops. So we sacrificed the treasure token to do -3 damage. Whoopsie poopsie. Yavanko, thanks for checking out for almost half a year. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning.
I'm tired of your secrets. Done here. Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave. One way or another, this fight's over.
I'll kill their planes here. I put Sacred Foundry, Plains, and, what's it called in the same pile?
It's my turn.
Ladies are not happy with you, opponent. They're going tick, tick, boom. Using Liliana's Unite move on a blue-white control player is my happy place, Chip.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Alright, my comment earlier about just playing Jund for 3 hours is probably going to become a reality this morning. Just gonna vibe on it. Or is getting in the way of good game development than change your lore? Yeah, I think that's a good take glitch. Yeah, we have a creature land now too. Can you still pick up the historic anthology? I don't know, actually.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
They picked a deluge back up they couldn't cast. Interesting. Shark Typhoon is good here. It means that they get to pressure my Chandra off the board. Or pressure her from ulting, I should say, not off the board. Cyber Summoner here. It's definitely a submit 0 angle for me, friends.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. This'll be easy.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my home.
Just gonna use her down tick, get my hand empty here before we start plussing Liliana again. I think the quality of the artwork in Magic is more important than the underlying IP itself. I think that's the one thing that's easier to appreciate. Like, I can look at this and go, that's a great piece of art, even if I don't really give a shit about Liliana as a character, right? And like, same for these individual things. Like, Magic very consistently has super high quality artwork, which I really appreciate.
Today's my lucky day.
Hey, Jake, glad you're having fun with Unite. I agree. It's a ton of fun. Definitely my favorite competitive game at the moment. Wow, this is sick. So we have to take their Emperor here too with Liliana.
Drop it.
All right, so blue-white control. Jeskai control, Gandalf control. A-Minsc, obviously. Sheoldred might actually not be great here. Trophy and Cake Command sound good. Hers is probably fine, actually. It's a threat that survives the sweeper, and it also deals with their what's it called? Their memory deluge after the fact. Fatal Push comes out. Yeah, is it just like Sheoldred's out and we click submit? What do we think of this? Sheoldred's like a fine threat, but she's kind of a slow grind. If she just gets removed, she doesn't accomplish a lot. Like, gaining life isn't relevant here, and she doesn't pressure their life total that fast. Like, I think she's worse than Bonecrusher Giant. And the other threats we have here. Grasp for Teferi. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, what do I want to trim them? Yeah, I think I'm kind of at there. Like, I don't think Grasp is bad, but I don't know that it's better than the other cards I'm already playing. I don't think I want to cut a land. How's Cake Command? Cake Command could maybe not be great. Getting my creatures back is only okay. Yeah, I'd buy that Grasp is better than Cake Command, I think. Leave Cake Command for, like, the artifact matchups and, like, red-black. Green mana, but we're on the draw, and we've got a Thoughtseize, so we're chillin'. Any third land lets us cast Bone Daddy. Hey, the big Hawaii 5-0, J-Ray. Welcome back. Appreciate it. I mean, the actual answer about this deck, Matt, is this deck is just taking the stock good red-black deck and messing up the mana and adding Tarmogoyf for old time's sake. Like, The red black deck is like legitimately good in this format. Yeah, like the red black deck's a real deck in Historic. I'm not actually sure Tarmogoyf adds value to this deck. A-Minsc and Riveteers Charm have been pretty good. Like both like this card's been pretty reasonable when we've had it out. Hey, Devil. Been enjoying my state job at Caltrans, paid to fix the highways and wave to the adoring public. Life is on the climb. Glad to hear things are going well for you, Devil. Thanks for 28 months. All right, well, I think we gotta kill the ley line so I can Thoughtseize them, right? Look at our green cards doing work, chat. Well, this is the arena version of A-Minsc and Boo Notable. The paper version of this card only costs 4 mana, right? If I recall correctly.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault.
Leyline of
Off you
Sanctity
go.
actually stops Liliana's Unite move as well, right? So you can still +1 your Liliana to chew up their hand, but the other two modes don't work.
Trust me. You'll thank
Oh,
me.
Riveteers Charm kills Teferi too. That's so good. Yeah, it stops her Edict too. So Liliana always goes up.
Don't overthink things.
That's probably a flavor win, chat, that Liliana refuses to go down if your opponent is sanctimonious. God, I think a flavor judge would rule that accurate. Kill their Teferi while they're tapped out.
Drop it.
I think drop it when you +1 her is one of my favorite voice lines in this game. It's like actually perfect. I cast this before I plus Liliana, because if A-Minsc doesn't resolve, I don't want to discard my other one. Yes, I think we just chill for now. Hey.
Fight the good fight.
Hey, thanks for dropping back again, Crazy Duck. Appreciate the almost 3 years. Welcome back. No, not my hamster. Minx, I choose you. Or Boo? Boo, I choose you? Boo's the hamster, right? I assume they're naming Minx here. We also have a Liliana though, so, you know, we'll see what they do. Still get our free hamster though.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. I'm tired of your secrets.
Hey, we've got a scry land, we've got some creature lands, and a hamster. Let's go. Hamsters are cruel, chat. We had both. I had a lot of, I've talked about this before, but growing up I lived in something of a zoo. We had hamsters, rats, chinchillas, snakes, frogs, rabbits, dogs, a little bit of everything. And hamsters are definitely the worst form of rodent in terms of how nice they are as a pet. Rats are definitely the best in terms of being companions. They're great animals.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Rats are very intelligent creatures. Actually, the one big drawback to rats is that rats are very prone to tumors. Like a number of the rats we had as pets when I was growing up, like, died with, like, gaping holes in them from tumors that, like, developed and popped. And they don't live very long, and they often died via gaping tumor. It's very sad. Friend's hamster bit me as a child. I dropped it. It died. I will forever be known as the murderer of Snowball.
Drop it.
Magic? We have muscle.
Okay, so this puts them to 1 if they don't jump block, which is pretty good for us. So we're done here? Man, the audio bug hit really early today, huh? We haven't even been live for 2 hours. We're already missing sounds. Game. Our deck beat the blue-white deck, so I think we deserve a little extra audio as a treat here. Let's go ahead and restart the client. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. It's for folks hanging out for some Boomer Jun today. Some Zoomer Jun, some Tarmogoyf Jun, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We're playing a medium mid-range deck in Historic. We're We're just chilling as we go. Chilling as we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Going on, Pegasus. Thanks for the 19 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Get Stoven's veto. Final Fantasy plus Magic crossover? Really? That's gonna make a giant pile of money. You do understand what an incredible disappointment / letdown following up Final Fantasy with Assassin's Creed is, right? One of these games is beloved, the other is Assassin's Creed. After playing Immortal Phoenix Rising and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I don't think I will ever spend money on an Ubisoft video game ever again. Actually, just the worst video game systems I have ever touched. Truly, truly atrocious game design on both fronts.
What? My hair is on fire? Oh, today's my lucky day.
I have heard people say they like the older Assassin's Creeds better, but I also wonder how much of that is rose-tinted glasses. Make mana and cast Bone Daddy and just hold up Riveteers Charm here. / cycling the land. Went to FNM yesterday and someone said if I have to play against Lord of the Rings card, I'm done, and I was happy they were releasing. Yep. Yes, I will definitely be playing the new Tomb Raider game when it drops. I played through the first 3 of those, and they were all superb. And 10 out of 10 looking forward to new Tomb Raider. New Tomb Raider, God of War Ragnarok. What else am I looking forward to? The Harry Potter games releasing at some point. Hogwarts Legacy. Forspoken. There's a bunch of good single player games that I'm gonna make a point to do here on stream that'll be released in the next year or so. I go ahead and try and kill their thing now. They could have a third sensor, but chat. All video game release dates are a lie until the game is downloaded on your computer or console and loaded up. You'll be much happier if you just pretend all video games don't have release dates until they actually release. So don't just pretend they don't exist until they actually do. It's a much better way to approach it. I don't even trust him. Yeah, that's true. Did anybody see what happened with Cyberpunk? Sometimes you even download it on your computer and it's still not actually released yet. It's like, oh no, wait. I need to wait longer. All right, so Hearst is good here. Honestly, Soulgun might be good here too for dealing with. Kill him. I am planning to do a Cyberpunk playthrough some point next year after they release their DLC. They said they plan to release one major DLC for the game, and if it's anything like the Witcher 3 DLC, it'll be absolutely massive. So I intend to just wait for that to happen and do it all in one go. I've waited this long to play it. What's another year? They'll keep ironing out issues in the meantime. I am like 2 episodes into the Netflix show. It's very reasonable. We gotta kill this one. Just get too much value off of it. Will I play Cyberpunk on the PS5 or PC? Definitely on the PS5. They had a PS5 update for it, right? So it has like, it's not just the PS4 version anymore. Okay. All I'm gonna say, and we're gonna move off of this topic now, for the people torching specific video game companies for them having shitty people that manage and run them, I will remind you that Wizards of the Coast literally has a Magic the Gathering card that depicts essentially KKK members and something called prejudice or whatever, and like go read the Glassdoor's reviews about issues and hiring policies and bullshit that goes on at Wizards of the Coast. People who live in video games with glass houses shouldn't throw stones. People suck. That type of shit is literally everywhere. Invoke prejudice. That's it. That's the one. Like it's actually just all of it. You have no moral high ground here playing Magic the Gathering. Now let's move on from this topic at that point. I should plus Lily before I Inquisition, so that way they don't know I'm going to Inquisition them when they choose what they're discarding.
You won't be outsmarting me.
A little windy in here, chat, or is it just me? Is it to Aether Gust my token now? I just want to kill him going. That's fair.
Hurry.
Even down to the card number, Invoke Prejudice is a dog whistle. Yep. Yep. I think I'm submitting 0 here. I'm playing a land, I'm playing Fable, I'm blessing Liliana, I'm casting Bonecrusher.
things we'd rather forget.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it. May your blade strike true. Strike fast and strike hard.
Let's skip to the good part.
Teferi's drawn 3 magic cards. I think we can go to the next game. This is the game's not over, but we are dead at this point. I'm happy with how we boarded. Let's run it back. Oh, maybe Teferi or Noxious versus King Command. Yeah, we did that last time. I should have Noxious over King Command. Oh, this is fine. Thanks for the 55 months by sound. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Step on their face, untap, cast a thing. Allow me to tell you the story of my people. For some lands here. Okay. Put more pressure into play in case they have a Teferi next turn. If they tap out for a sweeper, it's like not super exciting, but it does at least give us a window to stick a Chandra. Lots of Jin Emperors in our future. It's an interesting tire spin. Cycling at sorcery speed there. I wonder what they're digging for. Probably something like that, honestly. This might be a keep them all angle.
Yup, you're going down.
I will say, chat, this style of deck that we're playing being good has definitely been good for these formats overall, because red-black, especially with Liliana the Vale getting better, is a big part of what finally pushed all the blue-white control out of Historic and Explorer. We obviously still hit them on occasion, but like there was a point where blue-white was just like one of the most common decks on the ladder, and it's great that that is no longer the case. It's funny, with the mythic booster packs that they sell now, I actually have every mythic rare in Dominaria United, but I'm still missing a number of regular rares. Yeah, Historic's definitely better with more tribal decks on top. Agreed. I mean, it's a wash, right, Kumi? Is there a downside to copying my token? They were tapped out, it just actually didn't matter. Force a habit. Blue White controls a tribal deck, it's Misery Tribal. It's funny because it's true, you know? Liliana here because it gives me a chance to trade this land for a spell in their hands. Land for a land, even trade at least.
The wrong necromancer.
Okay, they didn't play a land for the turn, which means this is a spell in their hands.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Just let her die.
I'll be back with friends.
I was not born in Sky.
Think we're dead, fam.
But I protect it as my home. Our magic bears fruit.
And all Doomblades on deck type scenario. We trim the discard spells. Riveteers Charm is not a particularly good Doomblade in this matchup. Trophy's like fine. I think Liliana the Veil is fine, especially in conjunction with our sweepers and extra spot removal. Seems good. We've had a lot of positive political minutes lately, chat. So back to your normal doomsaying and fuck the GOP. Female athletes in Florida will now be required to report their menstrual history to play. When they got their first period, when they had their last one, etc. And this information will be accessible to third-party sources. What an incredibly gross invasion of privacy from the party of small government. That's the type of things this party would like to institute nationwide. Less than 2 months until the election, chat. Make sure you're registered to vote if you live in the US. Exactly what Beck just said in chat. The attack on trans women is an attack on all women, and it's an attack on all people and everyone's personal freedoms. Or tech, 6 for the 40 months. Appreciate the prime. Which part of Iran is Florida in again? Nope. Yep, Yep. Is this good enough? We're on the play. I'm missing a third land. I only have one removal spell. So, one of my tiebreaker type things when I'm looking at a hand like this that feels close is I have 3 Ace in the Holes in my deck right now. We have 3 Witch's Vengeance. And because I don't have my big busted sideboard card, I was just mulligan a close 7. This one's definitely gotta go back. Goyf bottom. Honestly, I think I might let the greed consume me, and we're gonna keep 3 spells here. Updog's an interesting one from a grinding perspective. No third land here means we're probably dead, unfortunately. Go ahead and shock the Updog. Obviously, they can escape it back later, but if I'm just taking it off the table here, I think. If they want to spend resources doing that every turn, that's ultimately a win for us.
Have reinforcements. Defenders of Sky Shroud, to me!
Well, I mean, just clean these, right? And kill their planeswalker.
Legacy will avenge me.
Okay, can they outgrind us here? I mean, the way this game is lining up here a little bit, it's not even looking to grind, right? Like this Tarmogoyf for this Den of the Bugbear are just like meat. Like crack you for 10. The red source here is actually a nice draw because they're probably going to trade for the den of the Bugbear. And they go to 3. And this lets us fire up the den again here. Honestly, I'm going to shock this in so that way we can fatal push a blocker here if they play one. Okay. All right, chat. We won the game where we drew Witch's Vengeance against the tribal deck. It's a tough one. Okay, we're on the draw for this one. What do we think of cut some Liliana on the draw, bring in some discard spells? I think I'm into it. I might even board in a Sheoldred. Just for like things that play to the board better. Cause like she's much worse when they get on the board a little bit. This hand needs to draw some black mana, chat, but I believe. Chat, if you all believe at home, we're going to cast this Witch's Vengeance and it's going to be glorious. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Black mana's flowing through ya. Wow, no plays for the first 2 turns, huh? What an easy game, by the way, this Magic the Gathering, chat. Truly a high skill, low variance game. Better player frequently wins. Are you watching me outplay our opponent here? That's true. Their hand's probably like 6 collected companies right now. Oh, Herald fetches Underdog. That's so good. That's like sweet deck building. Everyone's got a neat build. I wonder if they're on company. I guess they have a lot of cheap things still. Can't sweep them if they don't play elves. Oh no, they figured it out. Witch's Vengeance naming goblins kills more creatures than naming elves this board. That's true. That's true. Yes, I think I agree with that, Slim Wenzy. The way our opponent approached sideboarding in that match, I think was beneficial for us. They tried to become more interactive and grindy, and we're definitely the better interactive grindy deck than they are. Draw like a Blooming Marsh next turn. Take a Blightstep Pathway, I guess. Let's get our Thoughtseize value used up here. Liliana, not looking great into Willy Goblin here. This matchup's gotta be bad for us, right? Our sweepers and a bunch of removal. I think the discard spells are relevant in this matchup because of so many of their high impact and card advantage cards. Like taking a Muxus is like our best recourse against it in a lot of instances. Oh, Omega. Yeah, play this deck for like a little over 2 hours. I think we're only doing one Magic deck today. I've been playing this one for 2 hours. It's been pretty reasonable. So we're just going to do one long set on this. Yeah, it's something we'll do a little bit more frequently. Yeah, the EU voted to force Apple and other vendors to start using USB-C charging as a standardized acceptance. That's great. Things you love to see. It. Hoping to draw a land so I can Fatal Push and Fable this turn, but I gotta Fatal Push that one. Hey, this game's not gonna end for a second, but like, I just like what does our route to victory look like from here? Like, I guess this gets Muxus, and then the Muxus has to brick, and then we have to draw Witch's Vengeance to clean up the board. I don't know, I guess maybe there's a route here, but man, does it look grim. Going full tire spin here. We need to find one of our 3 sweepers. I believe we have died. They didn't attack with everything else. Alright, so you're saying there's a chance. Hold, please. Oh, Goblin kills my tokens too. And they actually just drew all beggars with that too. I forgot my things were goblins, chat. I forgot my things were goblins too. Oof. Oof. I'm gonna back it up to the Krinko here. Our Elves matchup is very winnable. Our Goblins matchup, not so much. Goblins is so good against these fair interactive decks. At any point, you could be ahead and Muxus just rolls off the top and kicks you in the teeth. I mean, this is like technically like a 4-spell, 5-land hand. Kind of a 5-spell if we count Bonecrusher as 2. Getting mental gymnastics my way into keeping this one. Show me your secrets. Zombies. Take their claim fame, because if I take the Undead Augur, they'll just claim it back. And this is actually a tap land, so I'll have a chance to take this before they cast it, which is nice. Definitely need to stomp Champion of the Perished here. I think Proving Ground's gonna be a cycle this game. I'll keep back the 1/1s most likely. This is land. It's close. Oh, I guess if I kill this now, they draw a card, right? So we'll chill for a turn. Let's kill this one and then play another 4/3. Crypt Breaker is so good here. Means the stalled board just lets them hang out and draw cards. I trade the Liliana in hand for a loyalty in the one on the board.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
I think we'd chill on defense to block for our Planeswalker. They have Luris chilling after all of this too still. Is it 5 mana at the moment? Yeah, Crypt Breaker is a really excellent zombie card. Speaking of this set, chat, they announced we're getting Shadows over Innistrad Remastered, coming to Magic Arena sometime in 23, which is exciting. Thing in the Ice, Elder, Deep Fiend, Nahiri, Bedlam Reveler, Spell Queller. There's so many bangers in that set. I think I need to Riveteers Charm the Undead Augur off the board. Squid Billies in general, right? Basic Waste, Reality Smasher, Thought Not Seer. We don't have a full card list yet, chat. I'm just listing off cards from
Drop it. SOI
and Eldritch Moon that are guess. They also said we'll be getting another Explorer anthology before the end of the year. Prized Amalgam's another good one. Fevered Visions. Yeah. By the way, speaking, I was thinking of Explorer and it being popular. Explorer's definitely been the most answered or most enjoyed format on the sub-survey so far. If you're someone that supports my content and wants your voice heard in terms of which Magic content and other content I focus on making, make sure you pop on into the Discord server and fill this out for a second. So, Historic and Explorer, the favorites in Hoaglandia by a lot. Some solid interest in Snap coming up, though. Excited for that release later this month. Their ranks have been returned to, chat.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Yeah, we do potentially force some attacks here with Liliana's Unite move. Let's see what they do. With the... So, this isn't optional. So we can split this board in a way where we force them to keep certain things, right? No, wait, they're just dead, right? We just split it down the middle? Right? Yeah, they actually have 8 zombies in play too. Yeah, they had to attack everything at Liliana here. Actually, we actually just put 4 zombies in each pile.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
And they attacked everything at Lily. They'd also died to us with 4 other zombies. Yeah, that's true. It just doesn't matter. They're dead. Put these 4 in group 2. 16 undead augur triggers. I was a little worried how we were going to outgrind these undead augurs, chat. Turns out they were the answer to that question. They went out of this world doing what they loved, chat. Drawing cards. Well, someone call the police because we definitely stole that one. All right, I want cards that play to the board. I want my graveyard hate. I want my witch's vengeances. Is it sacrilege to cut Liliana the Veil after that game? Will people be upset if we cut Lily? I'm pretty sure it's correct to cut her, right? Pretty confident she's not good here. This kills Luris and Cryptkeeper. Oh, it kills Champion of the Parish on 1 too. It's not a cut, it's a well-deserved break. Sorry, Andrew, your message was late there. I feel like the hearse clearing out zombies is very world appropriate for Magic the Gathering. Zombie, 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 hey, hey. Breaker's great follow-up here. I guess. Thanks for the 46 months. Appreciate you hanging out for almost 4 years. Welcome back. Trade here because Sheoldred's coming down next turn. She won't be able to block the Death Touch thing either, so. I guess I can't exile all their good things before they play Luris, so. Work on getting the important ones here, the Death Touchers and stuff. Can't exile all the important things before they play Luris, he says. Friends. So we definitely stole that first game. Through a mistake, capitalizing on a mistake our opponent made. We are firmly in the driver's seat for this one, though. Get it? Driver's seat. To the Crypt Breaker. Kill this and then exile it right away. I don't think I know a single person that rated this card appropriately during spoilers. I need to go back and look at it myself. I forget what I said, but I definitely didn't rank it as high as it should have been. I might have said its power. I think I said its power level is going to be dependent on the removal being played in various formats, but I think it's better than even that. Its power when it sits on the board is just so strong. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's just not, like, Sheoldred's just not flashy, right? right, let's block Undead Augur. I'm not blocking Shambling Ghast because I don't want them to be able to draw an extra card from it. Yes, the fact that Sheoldred sits there and kills them while the board is stalled is great. Oh, I messed up. If they sack the Shambling Ghast to the tower, my Bonecrusher dies. Mistakes are made. All right, they missed the line just like I missed the line. Augur is a bit worse when you have to pay 3 life to draw a card, chip. Little bit worse. Not a bad session for our Boomer Jun deck. How'd we finish and everything shook out? What's Untap say? Untap says we went 8-3. Now, to break a few hearts here at the end of this session, I genuinely don't know if making the core red-black deck into Jund is actually a worthwhile thing to do. Like, I wouldn't say that Tarmogoyf was bad during that session. Like, it was fine. But I don't know that it was good enough to be worth making the mana worse and like having less utility lands in the mana base and having more tapped lands and more painful mana. So I think if you're dead set on playing Thoughtseize, Goyf, and Liliana, this deck is fine and you should knock yourself out playing the cards that you love playing. Magic's a game that you should play for fun. If you're looking for purely optimal in the red-black X core in Historic, I would definitely recommend trying to play just straight red-black and seeing how that feels, because I think there's a good chance just straight red-black is better than our Boomer Jund. A-Minsc Boo was fun though. I had fun casting this card. This is a neat top end. Yeah, A-Minsc, honestly, these cards were probably better than the Goyfs were, and maybe it's like, if you already want these, maybe you just play the Goyfs anyways. I can see that being the case too. Like, both of these were like genuinely good in a lot of spots. All right, champ, we're gonna check out another